Recently, I bought an Xbox 360 so that I could play Sonic 06 on real hardware. The game only costs $5 on Xbox Marketplace, and I had $6 in reward gift cards, so I only really paid for the console. As for the game, though, let's talk about it. I already made a review of Sonic 06 quite some time back, but at that point I'd only played on spotty emulation. But now that I've played the real thing, I'm ready to review that. Now, buying it on Xbox Marketplace means it downloaded a digital copy to the hard drive. And I'm not sure on this, but I think that the Xbox 360's hard drive reads faster than the CD tray, so I may be getting a better experience than playing a physical copy. Was Sonic 06 by itself worth a new console? I'd have to say no, since I paid over $100 to use up even more space in my already small room. But if you already own an Xbox 360, would I recommend buying the game? Let's go into that. First, I should tell you that Sonic 06 is definitely in no way an actually good game. But personally, I don't care if a game is objectively good or objectively bad. What matters is if I had fun with the game. And actually, I did with Sonic 06. The game is terribly designed, has tons of glitches, and one of the worst stories in gaming history. Did any of that stop me from enjoying the game, though? Not at all. You can skip the cutscenes, and the glitches aren't that bad when I know how to avoid them. The ones I couldn't avoid were mostly minor inconveniences. I also had a few laughs at some of the graphical problems, like the pop-in, or Sonic almost touching a surface, but not quite when he's supposed to be standing on it. Now, Sonic 06 is laughably bad, an example of how to not design a game, but I had far from a bad time with it. Most glitches and level layout issues just seemed like an extra bit of a challenge. Some of the level design flaws just made me go along with the flow and use the bad design to my advantage to keep going once I figure it out. So after some thought, I know how to keep going with the badly designed areas. Sometimes the bad level design gives me the answer right away, and sometimes it takes some practice and thought, but either way, it doesn't stop me from enjoying the game. The campaigns are cool for the most part. The stages where you play only as each episode's main character are the ones I have the most fun with, as you get to focus on that character for the whole stage and really get to know their abilities. I really love Shadow's combat skills, like the one he gets from the first Chaos upgrade. The vehicles aren't that fun though, and the fact that you need some of them to keep going isn't great. I would say that Shadow stages are the best ones, then Sonic's are the second best, and Silver's are the third best. Rouge's stage is fine, but kind of short. Tails' stage is better, but the flight physics aren't the best, and it's hard to tell real rings from the fake ones you get from the bombs. For me, Knuckles is at his best when he's fighting, but he doesn't get to do that much. He only has a few playable sections in the entire game, aside from the ending, and that one isn't that fun. Blaze is fun to use, but you don't use her much, and she's completely absent from the ending. Omega's section sucked, but at least it's fun shooting things. My least favorite has to be Amy. She's way too slow, her hammer has almost no range, and the only other thing she can do is turn invisible, which rarely helps. Do I think Sonic 06 is a good game? Definitely not. It has a lot of fundamental design flaws. The story is frustratingly inconsistent, especially with the time travel plot holes. The level design is overall mediocre, and the gameplay has tons of missed potential. But is it worth $5? In my opinion, yes it is. I had lots of fun with Sonic 06 despite how bad it was. I guess I mostly just like the bad Sonic games like Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic Forces, and really the only part of Sonic Frontiers I like is the new Battle Rush mode they just added. But my taste in gaming is a different story. I think a bad game is better than a boring game, and I was rarely bored playing Sonic 06. It's not really the majority opinion, at least outside the Sonic fan base, but I love Sonic 06. If you're curious about the game and don't mind janky levels and weird physics, and you're okay with skipping the cutscenes, especially the second to last cutscene, then I'd actually recommend the game. It's only $5 and you just need an Xbox 360. So, anyway, I'm sorry about how late this video was. I got sick with the 19, so I had to wait for my voice to get better before I could record this. Anyways, like if you enjoyed, sub for more, turn on notifications, stay safe, and stay cool.